Alright, good morning. Welcome to Fort Collins Community Talks. Today we're going to be discussing the U+2 occupancy ordinance with Mikhail, a local landlord, Cheyenne, a local renter, and CSU student. And Maggie's going to be joining us to facilitate questions. How's everyone doing today?
Real good, Alex. Thanks. Doing pretty good.
Great, Alex.
Wunderbar. Okay, so what's the topic of our discussion today, Maggie?
Well, today we are talking about the U+2 situation. We should get a better understanding of what the U+2 rule is and why it's so important to the Fort Collins community. A little background. City of Fort Collins has enforced occupancy ordinances since the 1960s to ensure the health and safety of residents, as well as to maintain the integrity and charm of the neighborhoods. U+2 was introduced in 1997, is that right, Alex?
Absolutely.
To make sure that residents' trash, volume, and parking impacts are managed. U+2 is currently not in the City Council's 6-month plan, but with CSU's continued student body expansion, it's something that both the university and the council have been thinking about since at least 2008.
Yeah, I think we got that information from the council's memorandum.
Yeah. So, Mikhail, what are your thoughts on this ordinance?
You know, Maggie, personally, I believe that it has a lot of benefits. It ensures that my property doesn't run down quickly by too many tenants living there. It keeps it clean, and it also takes away some of the concerns I have about having the house be presentable to potential renters.
Gotcha. What about you, Cheyenne? Thoughts on the ordinance?
Well, I think it definitely serves a purpose for the community of Fort Collins, but I also think that it can put a strain on the growing college community to find housing around campus. I think that because Fort Collins is a growing city, the U+2 rule is still very important in maintaining the integrity of the city, but at the same time, it could be expanded to fit the needs of the growing community without compromising the charm.
So you think that U+2 is still relevant?
Well, yeah, I definitely think that in a city with such a beautiful historical character, occupancy ordinances need to be addressed to protect that character. I just think it could be updated and expanded to meet the needs of the current population.
You know, I definitely could see where Cheyenne is coming from. Occupancy ordinances are very important to keep the community stable, to keep everything in order, but I definitely see that it could be modified as well.
So, Mikhail, how do you think that an expanded U+2 ordinance will affect your property personally?
That's a good question, Maggie. By renting out some of the extra rooms that I have, it can open up the potential for better services for the tenants. I would have more money to spend back on our renters, and therefore, you know, providing a little bit more service for a little bit more money.
Yeah, and I know it always helps students to have a few people helping to pitch in for rent. It makes a big difference on how we budget.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Well, this has been Fort Collins Community Talks. You've just heard a discussion regarding the U+2 ordinance in our fair city. Thank you for stopping by today.